All right. We'll get started today. I appreciate you all coming, not that you had a choice. We'll make this as quick and painless as possible. Today we're going to talk about a topic that has mixed emotions. I encourage you to give me feedback as we go along. Right? Your opinions, your emotions on the topic matter to me. How the floor reacts to it matters. We're going to talk about rookies, daily evals, okay, and then we've digitized the rookie task book, which should make it easier for documentation purposes, but also for us to track it on the administrative side. Okay? How many people have had 2 or more rookies at their station at one time? How many people have had 3 or more rookies at their station at one time? So I'm sure you guys enjoyed the daily evaluations. No, Captain Grana? Fair. Okay, I understand that. All right, so a lot of times people are copying and pasting, and we're not getting what we need from those evaluations. Right? And then the overall feeling when it comes to an unsatisfactory eval, right, is it's what? Nothing happens, right? Where does it go? Why are these employees not getting better? So we're going to talk about mentorship. We're going to talk about the value of unsatisfactory evals and how we look at the rookie process as a whole, okay? So today I'm going to talk about the rookies and the rookie evaluations, and then afterwards, Instructor Crutchley and Sear are going to come up and talk about the digital rookie task book and what that looks like. It's going to be a little easier to track, but it is a change, right? And we sometimes are resistant to change, so open mind, right? And it'll take a little getting used to, but it's just like entering monthly training, so you should be accustomed to that. And at the very end, Chief Henderson has been nice enough, kind enough to come and do a tablet command refresher. All right? All right. So rookies, how we view them. I just want to make sure we're talking in a positive nature about our rookies, right? They come out of a 20-week academy. We're frustrated on the floor. We've had 200-plus rookies go through in the last year. Just a reminder that the rookies in the 20 weeks are getting fundamental skills, right? Benchmarks. They're not coming out polished. The task book is in place and probationary period is in place so we can continue to mentor them so they're more well-rounded employees, right? I would hope that they can do some of the things in the task book without prompting, but they may not get it right the first time. That doesn't mean they stink. That doesn't mean they're POSs, right? That doesn't mean they're a lost cause. The whole point of probation is to continue to mentor them to make them more well-rounded employees, so that way when they show up at your station, Cap, or your station, that they add to your crew and they don't take away, okay? So this right here, just so we have a visual example, is a year's worth of daily evals. At some point, as a captain, if a rookie shows up to your station, can you find out where they're deficient with that?
It would take me a minute, probably.
Would you?
Would I what?
Look through all of those to see if you could find unsatisfactory evals to make him a better employee and mentor him in the right way.
No.
I wouldn't either, right? So there's some things in the system that we're trying to improve upon. So when a rookie comes to your station, you have the information in place, right, to talk to your firefighters, to the engineers, to help mentor them to make them better at what they do. So I understand the process right now can be improved, and that was our goal today with this class and Captain Quarterly, is to put that information in front of you so we can mentor our employees to make them better at the end of the year. My goal is not to fire anyone, right? It really isn't. My goal is to make them an asset when they come to your station. But if they don't meet those standards, we need to have appropriate documentation along the way, so at the end of their probation, we can make a decision on their employment status. Fair? Okay. So, satisfactory evals. Just so you guys have an idea, I hear you and I see you, right? And it's important to me what you guys think about on the floor. Someone said daily evals are a waste of time, right? All the information we put, no one reads them. I agree. So what I did is I went to the DA, Tim Baldwin, and I asked, can we get rid of daily evals with the exception of unsatisfactory evals? And unfortunately, because of legal issues, the answer was no. All right, we have to keep our daily evals in play. So my compromise with the DA and with you listening to your voices on the floor was we're going to go ahead and do the daily eval, satisfactory top right box. As you come down, you're going to check the standard, right, all the way down. If they come to work and do their job, do we need to have a narrative? Does a dumpster fire, a car fire, or a code matter on that employee's performance that day if they met the standards? No? I agree. So what we're going to do is we've changed the comment box. Company officer comments and work improvement plan. That doesn't apply for satisfactory evals. So you would put not applicable, and we've gone to a digital signature at the bottom, and you'll see there's a box that says reviewed by a probationary firefighter. Right now, when we do the evals, what do? We have to do them, print them, sign them, scan them, save them, put them in the B drive, right? That's a lot of steps. So we're going to eliminate that. Once you digitally sign your evaluation the first time and save it on your desktop, you don't have to worry about the signature anymore. You review it with the probationary employee in the morning going off shift, you save it to your desktop, and you just move it straight to the P drive, right? So I've taken away the comments, I've taken away the printing, the signing, the scanning to eliminate all those steps to make it easier. Okay, does that seem better? Yes? Okay, I do need something from you on the other side though, okay? So when we talk about unsatisfactory evals, this is where I need you guys to put the time and effort in, right? When we talk about unsatisfactory evals, you'll check the top box on the top, it says unsatisfactory, and whichever part applies, you would mark the X in the red, okay? Then we go to this section. This is where it becomes important, right? I need a detailed narrative of why they didn't meet your standards and your satisfaction, right? And then once you do that, I want you to make a work improvement plan with that probationary employee. It's not just good enough to say they stink at this. We need to put a plan in place for them to get better. Agreed? So if I take away all the work over here, I'm hoping the company officers will when they're unsatisfactory, will do what I need and document this. When you're done, you would email it to your battalion chief and then CC me so I can start tracking these as well. Okay, the goal is to find areas of weakness and then mentor them and do work improvement plans in order to make them more well-rounded employees. Yes? Okay. In the file, I'm going to show you real time. Under the shared captains file, right, under class 24-2, there's now two folders, satisfactory and unsatisfactory. All right, so if it's a satisfactory with the no comment and just a digital signature, you put it in the satisfactory. Okay? If it's not and it's unsatisfactory, you come to the unsatisfactory folder and you put it in here. Why did I divide the folders? I did it so if Captain Grana has a rookie coming to his class or his station that day, he can go straight to the unsatisfactory folder, right? He's no longer going to have to look through this pile of papers to try to train his rookie that day. He can go straight to the unsatisfactory, see if there's any evals. If there's not, then that employee's been coming to work and doing their job. But if there is an unsatisfactory eval, you have what? The information in front of you now of what maybe you need to train on that day. If they're deficient on ladders and you see a work improvement plan, revisit that, please, right? Do those scenarios with that probationary employee to try to make them better. If they meet your standards, then there's a standard eval. If not, we would do an unsatisfactory eval and continue tracking whether the employee is progressing or getting worse. Does that sound pretty simple? Okay. So in that area is also the new probationary firefighter form. Okay? When you download it onto your desktop, use this the default as Adobe, and it will show up like this, where you can fill it in. I do understand that some of this stuff you will forget when I leave, so I will actually send out, when I send this form out to all the captains and BCs, I will send an instructional guide on how to do a digital signature and how to save it step by step. That way, if we forget, we have that information. But it is very simple. You go to All Tools, you slide down to Fill and Sign, right? There's my name. You put it there in the box, and then you save that form as your desktop, as your icon, right? We're trying to simplify it and eliminate steps. That way, for when I need you to do a detailed unsatisfactory eval, you guys are willing to put the time in. All right? Any questions on the process? Any feedback? It's a little bit of a change, right? But I think by giving you guys the information in the unsatisfactory evals in those folders, that we can do a better job of progressing. I am working on a remediation plan. I know a lot of you have had fifth riders, rookies that have not been poor quality in certain areas. The remediation plan hopefully will help guide us through that. After 5 unsatisfactory evals, right, they will go to fifth rider status and we can reassess where their weaknesses are After 10, we'd have meetings with the BC and the BC of training to continue that work improvement plan so your voices are heard. That way in the future, when you say these mean nothing, I can counter that with they mean something because we did this, this, and this as a result of your unsatisfactory evals. Your time is valuable. I know it's valuable, and I want you guys to feel appreciated from the work you're doing. Any questions? Nope, pretty simple and straightforward. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over to Instructor Crutchley, and she's going to talk about the digital task book, and then we will kind of pull it all together at the very end. Yes? All right, I appreciate your time. Thank you. Yep.
Yes, that's good.
Can you scroll down to see how many open assignments you have? Missing assignments?
I do all my assignments. What are you talking about? All right. So we were told to digitize the rookie task book. We quickly put this together. This is a class of 11. From what I'm told, C platoon has no rookies, but that doesn't mean that you won't have OT or mandatory rookies, okay? So you may have to do this. This is a system that we're trying out, so there will be things that need to be adjusted. We have EMS task book and fire task book. We have them separated for logistic and record-keeping reasons. This is what the rookies will see on their homepage. It's going to be pinned to their homepage. So when a rookie comes to your station, instead of them bringing their folder to you as a captain, they're going to either log into their phone or log into your computer to see what their vector solution says and what their status. I'm trying to put more accountability on the rookies that they're responsible to know what they need to do. Just like they have when you have your folder, they should know, hey, today I want to work on ladders, or hey, I got to get this done. They should know, right? With the captain view, how many people have actually clicked on the fire banner? How many know what's in the fire banner? Okay, go ahead and click on it, Larry, please. So there's been changes in this last year. Not all of them have been communicated well to the floor, but instead of going to the old training page for monthly training, the monthly training is now within the fire banner. You can see 2024 was there, 2025 is there. There's some engineer stuff there. There's also the 2025 templates for the reports. That's for the fire monthly training, that's for engineer training, that's for the company officer training. There's also a new tab for the training you guys just had in Intera. If you want to look at those documents that were in the training for Intera, that stuff is here as well. This one is the rookie task book directions. Just go ahead and click that, Larry. So in this one, there's 3 folders. The one folder is the report template. To run a report, if you know a rookie's coming to your station and you want to know their status of how far along or what they need to do in their rookie task book, that's the report you would run. Go ahead and click that. So we have the EMS side and the fire side. Go ahead and click the fire one. So everything's loaded. All you have to do is go down to the bottom, select your user. You can either do it by the person's name individual or go to the rank and do 24-2 with this current class. Then all 24-2 will pop up and you can select them. Okay, go ahead and go back. Any questions on that? Yeah, I guess go ahead and go do that. So Larry and I are in this report for this is the fire report, right? Yep. So it will show you the month. It will show you who's completed. So when a rookie's complete fully complete, there'll be a 2. There'll be a 1 if maybe they just looked at it to know what to do, or if the captain signed it off and they didn't look at it. I'll go over that later. But this is what the report would look like. If you want it in Excel, you can download it into Excel. We had a captain yesterday ask, he wanted the freeze pane to like go across with the names. If you want to know more about that, I can discuss that with you later. Go ahead and go back to home, please. Go back to fire. Okay, so this one, the middle one, Fire EMS and Rookie Taskbook Record Completions, this is just like the monthly training tab of the explanation of the tasks and the sign-off codes, just like monthly training. So the things in yellow are the training codes. So instead of signing off, you're gonna just do a record completion. So right now for this class, we're not doing this. They already started on the papers. We're gonna stick with the papers because we already have some people complete. We don't wanna make a confusion of them writing their driving hours on a paper versus entering them in the Vector Solutions. We'll do that on our end when they come here for their road test. But go ahead and highlight. So when you see the codes, say they already did their January drill, turnout drill, highlight and copy, and then go to your record completions, paste, press enter, and it will pop up. And then you enter the rookie that you have. If you have more than one, you can enter them at the same time if they did the same task. And then you can write information if you want to, you don't have to, but it's just the requireds are the date, captain, platoon, and battalion, and the time it took. And then you press enter.
Laura,
Yes.
Are we only doing this if they're successful?
Yes. So with the new evaluation reports that Chief Gaddis has for you, if you're not happy with how they did the task, don't sign them off. Okay? So that's, and if you don't sign them off, it's an unsatisfactory eval for the day. Does that make sense? Okay, so go ahead and go back one more time to the fire banner. So last thing is basically a summary of this class. There's a video explanation. If you forget something, you can go to the video. It's a YouTube video of the screenshot of me going through everything. If you have questions, you're more than welcome contacting us. Me or Larry at the training center will help you. Larry, go ahead and go back to home and show the fire banner or the fire task book.
Oh, yep.
So there are a few monthly training tasks that will be every month in both EMS and fire. For January, since we already did January, don't worry about entering that. We're going to address that. We're starting officially February, so the February tasks on are what's required for the rookies. So we have turnout drill. Yes, a turnout drill can count if you actually have a fire and they turn out. We have cross-lay deployment, ladder evolution, BIR practice, and then the TAC officer sign-off. The TAC officer is going to do that, not the captain, so you guys don't need to worry about that. Go ahead and scroll down a little bit. So they're defined by their month, and some will say skill. They'll say monthly if they're monthly. Up there, there's classes. There's interviews too. So if they do an interview, they're expected to upload their interview. Instead, because before you'd put it in a folder, now you're just going to upload the interview to their Vector Solutions. I do not expect the captains to do that. I want the rookies to do it. If the rookies are having difficulty, then they can contact us. If you can't help them out or don't want to deal with it, that's fine. Have them contact me or Larry. Yeah, like that one. So what they're going to see is they can click on this one. They'll see the instructions of what to do. This was an interview, so they should upload their interview document. They'll press submit, and then you as a captain, when they've completed the interview, then you sign off for them. I know some of them are 2 captain interviews, so if you're the second captain or however you want to work that out, however you guys traditionally have worked that out is fine. And then there are miscellaneous skills. For the fire side, we put all the truck station stuff, so when someone's at a truck station, obviously they gotta, yes, Cap?
So when they upload and click complete, it doesn't complete it all, we still have to,
The captains have to officially sign it off, yes. That's just for verification and integrity checks.
but it doesn't delete it or anything, or once they hit complete.
No. So they'll say truck station stuff. The paper is their 2-page paper that they're supposed to submit at the end of the year. They'll upload that. Study prep is for them to do study prep to get ready for the firefighter 2 written. The last one is for our training BC. Once they're done, they'll notify their TAC officer, and then they'll email Chief Gaddis to double check that everything's complete. Okay? So go ahead and scroll to the top, Larry. Show the green ones.
Yep.
Okay, so for example, the monthly training turnout drill says 100%. That means the rookie has clicked on this, they know what to do, they've clicked that they know what to do, and that they've done it, and a captain sign off in a satisfactory level, and it will show that they have their 2 units, they'll be at 100%. Scroll down to the BIR. So this one shows, you can see it's in gray. That means that they've done their BIR, practice, and then a captain signed them off. Within here, they have the video. It was the BIR practice that you guys had for a monthly training a little bit ago of that's with the 8 responsibilities. So they'll have the video. If you as a captain want to show them different scenes to practice BIRs, that's fine too. But so this one, a captain still needs to sign off. It says 50%. Go to the EMS one. So for EMS, their monthly skills are airway medication equipment setup, IV equipment assembly, monitor applications to patients, so like blood pressure checks, and then they'll also have skills and classes that they'll do. So scroll up to the green. Okay, so for this one, click please. This one, the captain signed off. You can see in gray. This one, the recruit or the rookie didn't click their check off. So it only says 50%. So that's something that they need to go in and they need to click the completion. That's not on you, that's on the rookie. This one is the IV assembly. They've got both the instruction review and the captain sign off. Go to the bottom, please. There are a few miscellaneous skills for EMS. You can do those whenever is convenient for you or the rookie to do. And then they also have the TAC notification and the training officer, training center BC will sign off the last one. Okay. We talked about the driving hours. The EMS skills on May and July, the rookies have 10 IV attempts that they're supposed to do. So those ones, if you want to scroll down to them, Larry.
No, it's open now.
Oh, okay. There's 10 attempts, so that one, the captain's just going to sign off when they do them. Okay? Any questions?
This is the first class that is on probation for the year, right? Once they hit the floor that year.
This is for 24-2, the class of 11. The class 24-1 is about to hit their year. They've already finished their task books.
Right. So this.
The next class
class
will
of 11,
be,
Yes.
So it's still just 1 year.
correct.
It's their probation. This is the last class with probation for 6 months.
Okay. With the next class then.
Then,
Is the task book gonna be for a whole year's worth of stuff? Have we decided or discussed or?
The format, when we go to a year probation, has not been determined yet.
Okay.
We try to make the task book, thanks to the hard work of the training instructors and training staff, line up with the monthly training.
Right,
That
right.
way we don't have rookies doing topics over here and the floor doing here. We try to make them mesh.
That makes sense.
So we'll take a closer look at that as far as how long the task book goes with the next conversation as far as probationary period. with the next-
I guess I thought this class was the first one.
yeah, they had started before the
Before the
negotiations
contract, okay.
finished. Yeah, so this will be the last one. Any other questions? Okay, if you do come up with questions or your rookie has questions, feel free to contact us with any, okay? Thank you.
So a question came up of if they did something poorly. Would that qualify as an unsatisfactory eval? Okay, satisfactory versus unsatisfactory. All right, we're not doing comments for satisfactory anymore, but unsatisfactory. Not playing the rookie game is not an unsatisfactory eval. And people have written that. Okay, I understand we want tradition, we want them to hustle, but them not getting to the phone fast enough, them not cooking dinner, them not filling up the water jug is not an unsatisfactory eval. Now, if you're giving them instruction and they have a poor attitude and they're uncoachable, that would be an unsatisfactory eval. If they're unable to perform a duty on the fire ground or an EMS call, unsatisfactory, right? If they can't do a task book, it's something in their task book, that would be unsatisfactory. But it can't be subjective, right? I can't work with this person stinks, this person is not nice. You find them sleeping in their dorm at 2 p.m., that's unsatisfactory. Don't have PPE, unsatisfactory. So use your best common sense judgment, but we can't be putting in the comment section that they didn't play the rookie game. Is that pretty clear? Okay. A basic life in the day of a captain, a rookie would come in. You'd see a rookie coming in the morning. You would see the unsatisfactory folder, see if they have any unsatisfactory evals, if they have any work improvement plans. Have them come into your office and log into Vector Solutions so you can take a look at their task book, right? Pick what tasks you're going to do that day with them, and then complete those tasks. If they don't do it adequately, it's unsatisfactory. If they do it adequately, enter it into Vector Solutions. Then in the morning, you would have an off-going meeting with them, right? The expectation is you're still going to meet with them in the morning, even though that satisfactory eval has become a little bit more simplified. You're still going to talk to them about what went well and give them feedback, and maybe something didn't go as smoothly as we wanted, right? But it didn't meet the unsatisfactory. You can still mentor them and give them advice on how in areas to improve, right? So you're going to meet with the probationary employee twice. Once in the morning, look at task book, look at their unsatisfactory folder, see what you need to do that day, and then off-going. Yes? Any questions on what is satisfactory and unsatisfactory? Any scenarios that anyone wants to ask? Pretty straightforward? Okay, I appreciate your time. Chief Henderson, if you want to jump in with Tablet Command.